The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello my dear children, welcome back. In the previous classes, we learned about the benefits of humor, right? Humor is present in the daily activities of our life. Even in very serious situations, there can be instances of humor. Let us see how humor works in this lesson. The name of the lesson is My Financial Career, written by Stephen Leacock. Stephen Butler Leacock was born in 1869 and died in the year 1944 as an English-born Canadian teacher, writer and humorist. He is known for his light humor and criticism of people's follies. His notable works are Sunshine, Sketches of a Little Town, Arcadian Adventures with the Idle Rich, etc. The Stephen Leacock Memorial Medal for Humor was instituted in his honor. Now children, tell me, have you ever gone to a bank? There are certain procedures to be followed while depositing money, withdrawing money or opening an account, right? Today in this lesson, let us read how the author of this lesson tackles a situation for opening an account. Okay, let us read and enjoy the lesson. My financial career. When I go into a bank, I get nervous. The clerks make me nervous. The little windows at the counters make me nervous. The sight of the money make me nervous. Everything makes me nervous. Nevertheless, I had to go to the bank. There was a fair increase in my salary. I wanted to deposit the money with the bank. I felt that the bank was the only place for it. I walked in with dragging feet and looked shyly around the clerks. I had an idea that a person about to open an account must consult the manager. So, as there was an increase in the salary of the owner, he decided to deposit the money in a bank. The ambience in the bank makes him feel nervous. That is, the clerks, the little windows at the counter, money, etc. So, he decided to consult the manager. Okay. I went up to a counter marked accountant. The accountant was a tall, cool fellow. The very sight of him made me nervous. My voice was deep and hollow. Can I see the manager? I said, and added solemnly, alone. I don't know why I said alone. Certainly, said the accountant. The manager was a grave, calm man. Are you the manager? I asked. Yes, he said. Can I see you? I asked. Alone? I didn't want to say alone again, but I couldn't help it. The manager looked at me in some alarm. He felt that I had a terrible secret to reveal. All right. So he went to an accountant who was a tall, cool fellow and asked him whether he could meet the manager alone. Then he was taken to the manager, a grave, calm man. The manager looked at him in some alarm, feeling that he had a terrible secret to reveal. Is it clear, children? Okay. Come in here, he said, and led the way to a private room. He turned the key in the lock. We are safe from interruption here, he said. Sit down. We both sat down and looked at each other. I found no voice to speak. You are a detective, I suppose, he said. I am not a detective at all. I have come to open an account. I intend to keep all my money in this bank. So, the author was taken to a private room safe from interruption. Both the manager and the author sat down. The manager suspected him to be a detective. He replied that he is not a detective but has come to deposit all his money in that bank. Okay. The manager looked relieved but still serious. He concluded now that I was a millionaire. A large account, I suppose, he said. Fairly large, I whispered. I propose to deposit $56 now and $50 a month regularly. I could see the manager trying to suppress a laugh. He got up and opened the door. He called to the accountant. Mr. Montgomery, he said unkindly loud, this gentleman is opening an account. He will deposit $56. Good morning. And feeling relieved, the manager concluded in believing that he was a millionaire. When inquired, the author said that he proposes to deposit $56 now and $50 a month regularly. Now, the author could see the manager trying to suppress his laugh, and he called to the accountant for the author's deposit of $56. Okay, I rose. The manager showed me the way to the accountant. I went up to the accountant's counter and pushed the money at him with a sudden, quick movement as if I were doing a conjuring trick. My face was pale as death. Here, I said, deposit it. The tone of the word seemed to mean, let us do this painful thing. He took the money and gave it to another clerk. He made me write the sum on a piece of paper and sign my name in a book. I no longer knew what I was doing. The bank was going round and round before my eyes. Is it deposited? I asked nervously. It is, said the accountant. Then I want to draw a check. I want to get back some money. Now the author went up to the accountant and pushed the money into the counter in such a way that he was doing a conjuring trick. The accountant took the money and gave it to another clerk. Then the author was asked to write his name and the sum in a piece of paper and sign it. All the people in the bank were watching him. When it was deposited, he asked for a check to withdraw the money. Is it clear, children? Okay. My idea was to draw out $6 of it for present use. Someone gave me a checkbook through a little window and someone else began telling me how to write it out. The people in the bank thought that I was a millionaire who had something wrong with him. I wrote something on the check and thrust it in at the clerk. He looked at it. What? Are you drawing it all out again? He asked in surprise. Then I realized that I had written 56 instead of 6, the entire money I deposited. I felt that I was doing something unreasonable. All the clerks had stopped writing to look at me. Yes, the whole thing. You withdraw all your money from the bank? Yes, every cent of it. Are you not going to deposit any more? Asked the clerk, astonished. Never. I had no explanation for my foolish behavior. Since I had nothing to do, I acted like a man with a fearfully quick temper. So, the people in the bank thought that the author was a millionaire who had something wrong with him. The idea of the author was to draw $6, and so he wrote a check and thrust it on at the clerk. Seeing the check, the clerk was surprised and asked the author whether he meant the same. The author agreed to it. When questioned, the author acted as if a man with a fearful quick temper. Okay. The clerk gave the money to me and I rushed out. As the big door swung behind me, I could hear the echo of a roar of laughter that went up to the ceiling of the bank. Since then, I bank no more. I keep my money in cash in my trousers pocket and my savings in silver dollars in a sock. And after getting the money from the bank, the author rushed out. The whole staff of the bank were laughing. Since then, the author never had a dealing with a bank. He kept his money in cash in his trousers pocket and his savings in silver dollars in a sock. Here the lesson ends. So, hope you have understood the summary of the story. You have to read the text well, okay? Meanings will be sent later and activities will be discussed in the next class. Prepare well for your exams. And that's all for the day. I'll meet you in the next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.